What is life? Why are you here? Watch this video and find out why I believe you are here. Hi, I'm Darcy, and this is What is Life? Biological organisms roaming the planet Earth. I'm not talking about mold spores or dogs, but human beings. Why are we here? Sure, we are born and we grow. We might procreate, and we might not. We eat, drink, sleep, and grow old. And that's it. That's life. There's got to be more to it. What's the meaning of our life? I'm sure you've asked yourself this many times. Why am I here? How do I define who I am and what I am? Time for a quote. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. That quote is from Maria Robinson, an American author. You probably know that we are social animals, but we must find that balance between putting ourselves in social situations and feeling strong with our own confident independence. A single seed may travel in the wind, find a foreign land somewhere, and sprout and grow and live its entire existence as a plant. But human beings cannot handle isolation. Number one reason? We have a strong, deep desire to procreate. That's one of our instincts. So, that requires a mate. So there's social aspects, there's mating rituals, blah, blah, blah. Since human beings are social organisms, that is part of the answer. Why am I here? We need to be around other human beings. We can't escape it. It's just a fact. So, if it's that important to the core of why are we here, then we need to get our individual handled. We can only operate in a relationship level if we have our individual handled. And by handled, I mean you are sure of yourself, you've got some purpose, you feel a sense of fullness, and you've got your health put together, your financial situation, and you can stand on your own. Well, then and only then can you really operate at a relationship level effectively and properly. We can only operate at a team level, that's family, sports teams, job teams, etc., if we have our individual handled. And also, if we're in a relationship, we also have the relationship handled too. The further out we grow and operate successfully, the bigger scope we enjoy out of this life we have. The sense of belonging increases. Our joy, our sense of social acceptance increases and grows. And that is another part of the answer. Why am I here? It's to be social and to have a fulfilling social interaction with society and the people around us. And so, since it is so vitally important to get along with other human beings, I'd like to share with you my own personal philosophy on this topic about why we have different personalities and why personalities clash and why we need to be understanding and accepting of other people. I call it my island theory. Alright? Now, let's suppose this happens, is possible for happening. A young human being from the age of 1 year old until 22 years old is surrounded by family, social groups, and enough human beings to feel like a sense of belonging, and they've got all their basic needs handled with food, shelter, water, so forth. And this human being is raised on this island and then put into a big city like New York City, Times Square, with $100,000, a degree, and starts their life. What is that human being going to be like? So, and the theory is, in one case, if there is encouragement, happiness, friendliness, truthfulness, and calm peacefulness. That person would probably in the real world attract calm, happy people, be kind of freaked out of the boisterous and the crazy people, and they'd probably befriend other human beings that are friendly and calm and peaceful as well, and choose legally upstanding jobs and careers. Picture another human being raised on this island, okay, where there is lying, cheating, deceitfulness. That person would probably have bad relationships, go in and out of jobs, maybe gamble all of their money away. And picture another human being raised where on this island where there is roughhousing and a lot of fighting and punching him in the shoulder, and let's say the brother of the environment steals the food off his plate, and it's a rough environment. Well, guess what? They're going to probably get into boxing, or they'll be able to relate, and you know, that's going to be the way you are what you are surrounded with. Your environmental factors are so strong at the subconscious, subliminal level. It's stronger than you can imagine. So that person would probably be rough with others, disrespectful, hoard all of their money, for example. See, the point of my theory is that there's no such thing as the perfect household. There's no such thing as a perfect upbringing. We have a plethora of different experiences, good and bad, and life dishing it out to the mom and dad, and having to move, or having to struggle, or having wins or successes. You know, every human being in this modern life has quite a healthy abundance of differences. So as we try to understand others and their life, what they're going through, that's what you have to keep in mind, is we are a product of our upbringing. And now it's time for a good news story. This one comes out of Sacramento, California. 2 police officers come across a mother and her 3 kids on public land behind a Walmart in dire states. So please go to the link below, and it's worth it. Trust me, you'll love the 3-minute video that you get to watch. It's such a heartfelt and touching story. You'll have to click the little gray show more in all caps, and then expose the description underneath my video, and then click on the littlethings.com link. Watch that video. Trust me, you'll enjoy it. So in part of this "Why am I here?" quest, who am I is also important. It's important to accept yourself, and to like yourself, and to love yourself. I believe that we only have one life, ever, in the entire universe, across all time. So I believe it's important to get to know yourself. Knowing your family and friends, and having them know you very closely and very well, that helps. It helps define who you are. And there's another thing you can do on your own. Purpose. A quote from Denis Waitley. Your response to the challenges of life, purpose, is the healing balm that enables each of us to face up to adversity and strife. Where there is life, there is hope. And where there is hope, there's a dream following behind. So, following those great words from Denis Waitley, I really believe that knowing yourself and knowing your purpose, defining your purpose, having goals, allows you to get your individual handled. It's a huge pillar and step towards of feeling like you're living a worthwhile, fulfilling life. And so it's so important to set realistic goals and to go for them each and every day with a balance. You know, there's always leisure time and entertainment, and let go of being a go-getter. And yeah, there's a balance of relaxation and going for your goals. But going for your goals doesn't just mean work. It may mean learning a musical instrument, educating yourself. So If you set realistic goals, I believe it will give your everyday richness and purpose. I believe that we are here to coexist effectively with other human beings. What this means to me is 3 things. Number 1, survive by serving your own basic instincts of food, shelter, water, and procreation without stealing or cheating, by living by the laws and living responsibly while fitting into your country's code of ethics. 3,000 years ago, before there was money, living responsibly could be learning how to grow your own food and being a good neighbor to the fellow farmers around you. But today, sure, money is a fact of life. Number 2, having a purpose. By setting realistic goals and achieving those goals. Make some very easy to achieve. And then like a ladder, each rung of the ladder is just another step. You don't have to leap to the roof with your first goal. And number 3, being kind to other human beings. And now, the philosophy of the day is be kind to others. I'd like you to set an action item for yourself, and that will be within the next 3 days, do a random act of kindness to either a stranger or to someone that you know. Just find a small thing to do that's kind and do it. And now it's time for a quote. This quote is from Amelia Earhart, and she says, "The greatest work that kindness does to others is that it makes them kind themselves." And that's from Amelia Earhart, an American aviator. And now I'd like to share with you a website. It's called The Book of Life. The link is below in the description. Please click on it. It's worth skimming over. After hours and hours of research about why am I here, why are we here, this is the best website. If I had to just pick one to share, this is the best one that I've found. And there's a great 5-minute video that's near the bottom of that page, and it's worth watching if you have time. It would be great. So finally, without getting too weird on you now, I believe Why Are We Here also has a metaphysical presence about it. I suggest that human beings are more than just physical life. I believe that there is some universal energy, a spirit, a life force, not really measurable by current instruments, but it is there, and it is part of life, and it is part of who you are and why you are, as well as what you are. And so in closing, in my humble opinion, why are we here is just this: to let yourself live, to let go of the past, and to coexist effectively with other human beings. Have a super day. Life is good.